Oil. It really is the lifeblood of your engine. But what do those numbers on the bottle actually mean? Can you get away with using a different grade? And why do we bother changing oil so often when it still looks fine? Well, it's not just about the dirt. Over time, oil loses its protective qualities, and that can make a big difference to how long your engine actually lasts. What if I told you that grabbing the wrong bottle is more than just a simple oops? We're talking about the potential for permanent engine damage, terrible fuel economy, and some seriously scary noises from your engine. Getting this code wrong can set your engine up for a very, very bad day. So today we're going to crack that code. We'll help you save your engine, save some cash, and get back to riding with some total peace of mind. Before we throw 10W30 and 10W50 into the ring, we need to understand what we're looking at. Those numbers are part of a grading system from the SAE, the Society of Automotive Engineers, and it's all about one thing: viscosity. So what exactly is viscosity? In the simplest terms, it's a fluid's resistance to flow. Imagine you've got a jar of water and a jar of honey. Tip them over, the water rushes right out, but the honey, it takes its sweet time. That's because honey has much higher viscosity. Engine oil works the same way, but its viscosity changes with temperature. When your engine is cold, oil is thick. As it heats up, the oil gets thinner and flows more easily. The trick is to find an oil that's thin enough to get everywhere it needs to during a cold start, but thick enough to keep protecting everything when your engine is screaming hot. And that's where our secret code comes in. The numbers on the bottle tell you exactly how the oil will act in both cold and hot conditions. Let's break down a bottle of 10W40. It's what's called a multi-grade oil, meaning it's designed to work well across a bunch of different temperatures. First up, you have the number before the W, in this case 10W. That W, and this is a big one, stands for winter, not weight, a super common mistake. This number tells you how well the oil flows when it's cold. The lower this W number, the better the oil flows when it's cold. So a 5W oil starts flowing faster on a chilly morning than a 10W, and a 10W beats a 20W. Why does this even matter? Because a huge amount of engine wear happens right at startup. When your engine is sat overnight, most of the oil settles down in the pan. Turn the key, the oil pump has to hustle to get that oil to every moving part. If the oil is too thick and gloopy, it can't get to critical components fast enough. That brief moment of oil starvation causes friction and wear. A lower W number means quicker lubrication and better protection for cold starts. Now the second number, the one after the W, for 10W40, that's the 40. This number tells you the oil's viscosity when the oil is at its normal operating temperature, normally around 212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees centigrade. A higher number here means the oil stays thicker and creates a stronger protective film when things get hot. So a 50 grade oil is thicker when it's hot than a 40 grade, which is thicker than a 30. This is huge because oil naturally thins out with heat. If it gets too thin, that protective film breaks down, leading to metal on metal contact, which is exactly as bad as it sounds. So to recap, the code: the first number with the W is for cold performance, the second number is for hot performance. The goal is to find the perfect balance for your engine. The code is cracked. Let's put our two contenders, 10W30 and 10W50, head to head. The first thing to notice is that both oils are 10W. This means that for cold starts, they behave almost identically. Both will flow at the same rate on a cold morning, offering the same crucial protection during those first few seconds after you turn the key. The real difference is the second number, the 30 versus the 50. This is all about high temperature performance. First, the 10W30 for the Honda Rebel. The Rebel runs a modern liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. These engines are built with very precise tight tolerances. The 30 indicates a thinner oil at operating temperature, which flows easily through these tight passages, lubricates efficiently, and helps maximize fuel economy. Now for the 10W50 in the Royal Enfield Super Meteor. It also has a parallel twin, but it's an air and oil cooled engine, which is designed to run hotter. That extra heat requires a thicker, heavier 50 weight oil. That extra thickness provides a tougher, more durable cushion between parts and resists breaking down under severe heat, which is exactly what an air-cooled engine needs. So which bottle should you grab? It's not about which oil is better, it's about which one is right for your bike, your climate and your riding style. First, your engine's design. As we saw, a liquid-cooled engine with tight tolerances like the Rebel 500 is designed for a thinner oil. Using a thick oil like 10W50 in an engine that is specified for 10W30 can actually hurt performance and fuel economy because the engine has to work harder just to pump it about. On the other hand, air-cooled engines that run hotter, like the Royal Enfield, they need that thicker oil to maintain protection. Second, climate. If you live and ride in a scorching hot climate where temperatures are constantly high, a thicker oil like 10W50 can offer more protection against thermal breakdown, but only if your manufacturer allows for it. For most modern climates, the manufacturer's standard recommendation is perfectly sufficient. Finally, how do you ride? If you're a daily commuter, the manufacturer's recommended oil offers the best balance for protection and efficiency. But if you push your bike hard, track days, long distance touring loaded with luggage or aggressive canyon carving, your engine is under more stress. In those high load situations, a robust oil is key. But again, you just can't grab a thicker oil. It must be a viscosity approved by your bike's manufacturer. So, what have we learned? Choosing between 10W30 and 10W50 isn't a guessing game anymore. It's about understanding the secret code of viscosity and matching the right oil to your motorcycle's specific needs. So what's the ultimate secret to saving your engine? It's almost comically simple. Open your owner's manual. Seriously, the engineers who built your bike have already done the hard work and specified the exact oil that will give you your best performance and longest life. Always start with their recommendation. But now you actually know those numbers and what they mean. You can read the code. You know a 10W30 is a thinner, efficient oil perfect for modern day liquid-cooled engines like the Honda Rebel 500. And you know that a 10W50 is a heavier, dutier, specialist oil offering extra protection for hotter running air-cooled engines like the Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. You're no longer guessing in the auto parts aisle. You're making an informed decision that will protect your investment for years to come. So I'm just about to carry out my third oil change on my Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. The first one was done at 500 kilometers by the dealer themselves. The second one was done at 10,000 kilometers, which I did myself and made a video about it. I'll put a link here and in the video description. And now I'm just about to hit 20,000 kilometers. I'm actually at 19,000 kilometers, but I can feel, stupidly, I can feel that the oil needs changing. The engine is getting hotter than it has been, and that's just telling me that the oil is degrading and it needs changing. So I'm going to change it before the recommended time, but that's in my interest to do so to protect my engine. If this video helped you crack the code, do me a favour and hit the like button and subscribe for more tips to keep your bike on the road and out of the shop. Now I want to hear from you. What oil are you running in your bike and why? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, ride safe.